Creating an online presence. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to create a simple online presence that you can use so that you appear more professional to the suppliers you contact later in this module. So we are only creating an online presence as a company looking to source products. This is so when we contact suppliers, we appear more professional. And we are also doing this to make it easier to create our Alibaba account. And there are 3 simple steps we will go through, and the entire process will only cost around $10 or even less. But it's important to realize here, this is all about contacting suppliers. It's not about the products we're going to choose or the brand we're going to create. So you create your presence based upon your company, not your brand. And the company name you choose just needs to be generic. It shouldn't be based on a specific product or even a small niche. The following are fast, easy, and practically free to set up. As I said, it shouldn't cost more than $10. You're going to need a domain email address, so something like rich@innovate8.com, a LinkedIn profile, and an Alibaba profile. So first choose a generic company name, and again, not something tied to any specific product. Apple or Amazon are example of company names that had nothing to do with the product. And this can be changed easily later on if you decide you don't like the name or are actually going to create a business under a different name. We will use this company name to create what we need. So you're also going to need a domain name and a domain email. I'm going to show you how to create that. It's very simple. And it's important that you do not overthink any of this. Again, it is not permanent and you are only using this so that you appear more professional to suppliers. Your brand. So what about your brand? Well, we will show you the best way to create a brand name in Module 3. You need to have found your supplier and best product to do this. And we will also show you how to create a simple brand website and also several social sites too. And these become very important when we come to actually launch our product. And these are completely different from what you are doing now. So let's jump online and I'll show you how to complete these 3 steps. So we're going to get our domain name and domain email at namecheap.com. I'm showing you this because for me it's the best domain name company out there. However, by all means go out and look at other companies, for instance GoDaddy. Quite often they have very, very cheap domain names on sale. So you don't have to use Namecheap. But I'm going to show you how to set this up with Namecheap. If you use any other company because they're cheaper, then essentially the process is going to be the same. So the name of the company I came up with was Vegas Innovations Inc. So you just want to type that into the search box here and click search. And in fact, as you can see, it's Vegas Innovation Inc. Now you can see it's available. The .com is available at $8.88 per year. If yours isn't available, then just change it a little bit. Maybe use LLC instead of INC, or don't use either of them. Whatever you need to do to get an available domain name. And then you're going to click on add to cart. And then we can also click on this private email right here. And this is what we're going to be using. So I'm going to click on the add to cart button for that. And then I'm going to click on view cart. And then it's showing me what I've got. And you can see the private email is 2 months because it's a 2-month free trial. If you feel like you want to keep this longer, you can extend it after the 2 months is up, or you can click on it and select 1 year. If you do that, you can see it's $9.88 for the entire year. So less than $1 a month. But I'm not going to be using this other than for the training. So I'm just going to click on 2 months. You can see there it's saying $9.06. So I'm going to click on confirm order. And then if you haven't got an account with Namecheap, just fill in these boxes here. I have got an account, so I'm going to log in. And it's taking me to the payment page. I'm just going to use PayPal because I've got a PayPal account, but you can use a credit or debit card if you wish. So I'm just going to complete the order. So I've completed my order and I've blurred out the information on the right. You don't need to know my address. But once that's gone through, I'm just going to click on the Namecheap logo up in the top left and then click on your username up here at the top and then click on dashboard. Now you can see I've got a bunch of other domains here which I've blurred out, but this is the one I just registered. And then you see here where it says trial with an envelope. If you hover over the word trial, this box will appear and then you want to click on manage and then click on create mailbox now. You want to give it a name and it's got your domain name after it because it's your domain email, and you can just put your name in there. So I've just put Rich Henderson. Then you just want to come up with a password, and the mailbox storage, you can just leave it at 3 gigabytes because with the free account, you only get 1 mailbox, but that's all you're going to need. And then click on save changes. And you can see up here, success mailbox, Rich Henderson at Vegas Innovation Inc. It disappeared, but you can see it up there. And that's basically it. You've set up your domain email. Now down at the bottom where you can see the mailbox, if you click on the arrow to the right of edit storage, and then click on Open Webmail. Then put your email address in here, the one you just created, and add your password and click Login. And this is where you'll receive any emails that come through. It's very simple to use. It's just like Gmail. If I close this, you've got an inbox, new messages appear here, and you will see that shortly. So now we want to go to LinkedIn. We've created a domain email address, and now we want to come to LinkedIn. If you've already got a LinkedIn account and you don't want to use that, it's perfectly okay. You can have multiple accounts with the same name. So I'm going to click on Join Now, and I've filled in my first name, my last name, the email address that I just created, and a password, and then I'm going to click Agree and Join. They're asking for a security check, so I'll check the box, and I'm through the first step. Now you just want to choose the country if it doesn't auto-detect it, and put in your postcode. Obviously, if you're in the US, it'll say zip code, and then click Next. And then for your most recent job title, you can pretty much put anything you want here. I'm just going to put entrepreneur because that's been my job title for as long as I can remember now. And for the most recent company, I'm just going to put self-employed. And you can use that obviously if you want to keep things a bit more private so people can't find you. So I put it in, you can see there's all these options here. I'm just going to put self-employed without the description underneath. For the industry, again, you can choose anything you want. I'm pretty sure they've got consumer something. Yep, consumer goods, that'll do me. And then click continue. Now they're going to send a code to your personal email. So once they do this, you just want to go back to your email, and then you can see we've got a message from LinkedIn. We just want to click on it and then copy the code, go back to LinkedIn, paste it in, and click Agree and Confirm. Now they're just asking if you want to add people to your network. You can skip this. You see the skip button at the bottom. Then you need to add a photograph. You can add any photograph you like. I've just saved an old picture of mine on my computer, so I'm going to click on Add Photo and find that on my computer. And then you can reposition this circle. You can straighten it, you can zoom it. I'm perfectly okay with the way it is. I'm just going to click on Save Photo. And we're almost there. We're going to click on Continue. We don't want to create a job alert now, do we? So I'm going to click Skip for now. This is if you want to add LinkedIn app. We don't. Click on Skip. And that's it. You've set up your LinkedIn profile. Now, by all means, you can go and add more information to your profile if you wish. There's absolutely no real need. This is more about making it easier to set up your Alibaba account. And speaking of which, we're going to go to Alibaba, and we're here at Alibaba, and all you need to do is hover over Join Free right here, and then underneath where the LinkedIn sign is, you just want to click on that. Then you just need to log into your LinkedIn account and then click sign in. For some reason, it's having a trouble with my IP, so it's saying a login attempt seems suspicious. To finish signing in, please enter the verification code we sent you to your email address. And here it is, LinkedIn security, and you can see here's the PIN code. So I'm just going to copy it. So we come back here. I've just made this full screen so you can see it. I'm going to paste the code in and click submit. You can see here it's asking permission. You just want to click on allow. It's giving me the option to translate. You don't actually need to do this because the top one's locked in. It's your email address. The second, it's just your name, first name and surname. You can see it's pre-populated mine. This one's some kind of captcha. Looks like I've got to drag it across and then put in the code. Click on the button. Click on the button again. And there we are. We've actually created our Alibaba account. You can see right here, it's got your information and you can go and fill out your profile. But we're going to be taking a much closer look at Alibaba a little later in this module. But that's it. We've succeeded. We've got our private email that we can use to contact our suppliers with. We create our LinkedIn profile, and we're not necessarily going to use that, but we use that to create our Alibaba account. So we're all set up. So we covered how to create a domain email, a LinkedIn and Alibaba account. In the next lesson, you're going to discover why building a real relationship with your supplier is so important. Your action steps: go ahead, create your domain email, your LinkedIn account, and your Alibaba account. But that's it for this lesson. Take care.